loves. So we're going to do my white fish, famous white fish. So you can do whatever mayonnaise you'd like. You can do Miracle Whip. You can do the light mayonnaise. You can do the avocado mayonnaise, or make your own. Whatever you like. I'm not making my own. I need to get one of those thingies one day. One day, girl. One day. I'll have all the tools I want. One day. One day I'll be. All right, get yourself a bowl. Oh, I've got my lemon. Jeez. All right, so these are the ingredients that you need. You need lemon pepper, some Tony's, of course, your parsley. You need dill weed, adobo, Obey seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder. Let me get another onion powder because I'm about out. Oh, I use a lot. I think this is my second bottle this week of onion powder. I use a lot of onion powder. I use a lot of my powders. All right, so what you want this to taste like. If you're familiar, you go to parties, whatever, birthday parties, somebody's always got an onion dip. That's what you want it to taste like. You can do the French onion. I've never done the packet. This is all homemade, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if it tastes the same. But I've come up with this recipe. It's mine, so I don't know. But this is from scratch. So I'm going to use Best Food. And what you want to do is make sure you cover it, like blanket it. Blanket your fish with the mayonnaise. So I would say for this one, you want to have more than less. Try to anyways. You don't want to try to not have enough. So I would say about a cup and a half of some mayonnaise for this size fish. I don't remember what size fish this is. About a cup and a half. All right, so if you do use, you can use, hold on, my nose. It's so windy, my nose is bothering me. You can use Miracle Whip if you'd like. You can put Miracle Whip. But the problem with Miracle Whip, you're going to have to add an egg. You will add an egg to the Miracle Whip. You don't have to add an egg to the other mayonnaises, just Miracle Whip. It does not bind. So you want it to bind on top and be a blanket. So I've had a lot of people who have tried this. When they taste it at first, they're like, it's a little salty. Okay. But once it's cooked down, it don't taste like that. It's just the initial, because if you think about it, like a lot of the things that we cook and a lot of things that we eat, if it rests long enough, like if you make guacamole, you make anything, you want it to rest. You want it to sit for a while so that the ingredients can melt, because you get this, those chunks of a little bit of chunks of salt sometimes, especially like in these particular things, like this one and this one. You'll have a little, like, it's not ready yet. It ain't cooked down. So it will taste a little salty, but it's not salty. You'll see how much I put in there. It is not salty at all. All right, so we're going to do adobo. Adobo, we're only going to do about a teaspoon. We're going to do a teaspoon of adobo. Okay. Then we're going to do Tony's. I'm just going to do a pinch, that much, a pinch of Tony's. Then the Obey, I'm only going to do a pinch of the Obey. Okay, you seen how much I put in there? Did I open that? Yeah, I did open. Okay, so the lemon, the dill weed, and the parsley goes on last. That goes as a topper. Okay, all right. So now we're going to put our onion powder. We're going to put about, give or take, about 2 tablespoons. but you want it to taste like the onion dip. So if it doesn't taste like onion dip, then you need to add more. And then your garlic powder, same. And we're going to mix it up. And I'm so used to the flavor that I know what I'm looking for. We're going to mix it in. A little bit more onion powder. So altogether about 3 tablespoons. Okay. Then we're going to blanket her. We're going to blanket her. Ooh, I think I made a moneymaker right here. I didn't put too much this time. I have like perfect. I'm pretty good at eyeballing things. Sometimes, not all the time. I would say about 90% of the time, I'm good at eyeballing. Now we're just blanketing it. We want to cover it up in a blanket. All sides. I would not suggest using sour cream or any of that. This is the exact recipe. Don't modify it. It will not come out right. It will not blanket. It will not have the texture that you would want to look for. And I don't know what happened, but I fixed it. I was still in a different screen. Okay. Hopefully that don't. I don't know if it came through. All right, so we're blanketing it. We really don't, what we want to do is like cover the color of the fish. I think I made too much though. That's fine. Like I said, I'd rather have more than less. But you want to blanket it so you don't see the color of the fish. It's basically what you want. I use a spoon. Use whatever you want. No judgment. I don't care what you use. I'm old school. We use spoons, forks, and all that. All right. I did make too much. That's fine. All right. Now we're going to do the lemon powder. The lemon, it's got lemon pepper and it also has salt in it. So I'm just going to be pinching it over for that lemon flavor. You can put a fresh lemon on there, but it will separate due to the acidic. So I do powder. And that's all I need. Just a pinch on there. Okay. Then we're going to do our dill weed. We're going to cover that pretty nice. Cover it nicely. Okay. You can put it inside of the sauce after you've flavored it. I choose to put it on the outside because it gives more of an appearance. I like the way it looks. You can add the lemon in after, a pinch of lemon into your sauce. You can put these all into the sauce if you want. I like to do it this way. And then parsley, I just blanket the sucker. Like just blanket her. Just cover her. Sometimes I run out and Walmart and other places don't have it. So I don't always get to use it like the way that I normally would with my blanketing of my fish. And then take into consideration, I also made those meatballs. So I don't even think I have any more parsley. Let me check. Hopefully I do, because I still got to make my sauce. I probably don't. Hold on, yeah. Probably don't. I never can keep enough of that. Yeah. Oh, my toe. Oh, I just got a cramp in my foot. That's fine. It's fine. So I blanketed it. Looks like a green blanket. That parsley serves as a sweet, a natural sweet. And you put it in the oven, and you want it to be brown, a little bit char on the ends. I like it charred because I like to eat the skin, like chips. Not a lot of people in my house like chips, like fish like that. I do. So I like to have a little charred. Using Andy's seasoning measurements, just a little. Well, parsley's not salty. All of that's like, if it's salt, then yeah, probably. But when it's like regular stuff, well, he goes ham on the powders too. So yeah, true. You're right. We have the same degree, but at least it's powders. It's not salt. I could say that, for us. He uses a lot of powders too. He put like a whole jar of pepper. All right, so that is the fish. That is the fish. All right, I'm going to be working on the next one. I got to get some work done. Oh, freaking nose. I got some work to do, a little bit of work to do. And I will be right back. Ooh, girl, that salt went in my boo-boo. I have a little bit of work to do, and I'll be back for the next ones. I like seasoning though too. Yeah, just not the salt. I don't really like too much of the salt stuff, but the powders. Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw a whole bunch in there, as much as I can. But it tastes so sweet. Parsley has that sweet flavor to it. Sweetens things up. That's why I like to use that too. All right, I'll be back.